Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Got an Atomic Redster X7 for you today, and at 70 millimeters underfoot. This ski is on the narrower side of the front side spectrum. Basically kind of fits into that more accessible Redster G9 category. So a little bit lighter, a little bit longer or shorter of a turn radius, more accessible turn radius, and just a little bit more energy and pep versus the G9, which is just a straight line hard charger, more of a GS style ski borrowed from Race Room. This still has a lot of that engineering and technology, just in a more accessible format. So if you're in kind of that advanced to expert range, maybe if you're a progressing intermediate, you'll find something to like here, but mainly in that advanced and expert range, mostly because of the 70 millimeter waist. It's a pretty specific, a specifically narrow ski for firm snow and really quick edge-to-edge transitions. Not everyone gets along great with a 70 millimeter waist. Definitely just has kind of that, hockey skate, hockey blade type mentality where it wants to dig in, it wants to be involved in a carved turn, and there's not a whole lot else that it does. So it ends up being a pretty specific product, just opens up the accessibility versus the higher end G9 or the X9S. But this thing is really, really fun and engaging. It does need to be on firmer snow, and it does need to be kind of worked and driven by a pretty experienced skier. It is built with a power wood core consisting of poplar and ash. That ash is really kind of filtered down from the Race Room as being a stronger and denser wood, and then the poplar keeps it a little bit lighter and peppier. We get a full Titano laminate in this ski, and then RevoShock carbon plates here. So the carbon plates, in the G9 or the X9S, they're using steel plates, but in the 7 Series, they're using carbon. These are mounted on an elastomer laminate. So the elastomer does most of the absorption. It's meant for a shock absorption. And carbon isn't, usually known as being an absorptive material for chatter and vibrations, usually the opposite. But the elastomer does a lot of that work in terms of quieting and silencing the ski and filtering out chatter, while the carbon also makes it more energetic and peppy in the forebody. So you're getting some reactivity out of the front of the ski, whereas the steel is a little bit more dull. That's kind of opening this up to that progressing skier, that advanced skier that's looking to get into a narrow-bodied ski and get that resulting edge grip. A pretty cool construction there. Shape-wise, 15.5 meter turn radius here in the 176. So if you think about that, it's definitely kind of on the slightly longer side than mid-radius, but nowhere near really like the long turn ability of a G9. And it does kind of keep you in check in terms of allowing you to make various turn shapes and styles, although the narrow waist does like to be engaged, and you will find that it brings you around rather quickly. So it can vary between shorter and longer. I'd say depending more on the skier's level of aggressiveness versus just the pure direction that the ski wants to take, but very natural and intuitive to make that mid-radius carve for sure. Not a whole lot of discussion when it comes to rocker. There is none. This is a fully cambered ski, so positive camber underfoot, and then pure tip-to-tail edge contact. So no rocker, no taper. Looking at just a lot of energy and edge grip built into the ski through that profile. Very square and race-like tail here, and just a narrower profile overall. So not a whole lot of drama in the side cut. You don't see extraordinarily wide tips and tails like we see in like a Q9 or something like that, where it's more dramatic in the side cut. This is kind of a straighter overall footprint, which is pretty cool for kind of mixing up those turn shapes and styles. But definitely more of an on-piste ski, definitely firm snow. Once it gets a little bit softer, this will want to dig in and kind of auger in, so it does work much better on purely firm hard pack. So make sure you check out this Atomic Redster X7 here at SkiEssentials.com, and we will see you out there on the hill. Bye.